Grinding GTA Online weekly or maybe even daily for some people is all about the habits for making money. In this video, I'm going to show you a bunch of really easy money methods. Some are quick, some are a bit more long term with so many different businesses. I'm going to show you how to make money both actively and passively the best way possible. First, of course, has to be the spawn location and which business you want to be spawning at. So I set this one to the bail office. I really like this business. The most wanted bounties that you could do once per day in the computer are great, but the passive income with this place has to do with the bail office agents that you can actually buy as an upgrade when buying a bail office. So literally all you need to do is go up to each of them and press right D-pad to send them on some work. They're going to come back in one in-game day, which is 48 minutes, and generate you anywhere between $10,000 and $20,000, both of them. And it's just such an easy habit to already be loaded into GTA Online. As you're walking outside, just pass by and press right D-pad on both of them, and that's it. It's a really nice bonus, and after just a couple of in-game days, you can go and collect a decent amount of money from the safe right here. I have $68,000, but you could definitely go for $100,000 and get it relatively quick. It's a really easy money method. Definitely recommend doing it when spawning in. Then of course we gotta pass by the casino. This one of course doesn't require any business. Anybody could do this one. Your spin of the lucky wheel is now available. It's gonna be available once per day, so we're gonna go up to it, press right D-pad. The worst thing we can win is probably some clothing, but I'm hoping for either money, chips, RP, or maybe even a whole vehicle. If you get really lucky, you can actually get a vehicle. So we got 25,000 chips, which we can actually just convert into money by going to the front desk, or the cashier I should say. So getting chips is practically getting money. So we could get a visitor's bonus that's also daily. That's basically another 1,000 chips or another $1,000 depending on how you look at it. Then in trade in chips, you can literally pick the amount of chips you want to trade for money. So as an example, I'm just gonna do just over $27,000, and magically on the top right it's gonna give us 27k and decrease it from the chips amount. So money and chips is basically the same thing, which is pretty cool. We basically made 25k right there, even though it's not exactly money at first. Next business is going to be one that is criminally underrated. So it's going to be the passive income inside of the Salvage Yard. Now this one's actually the most expensive location you could get the Salvage Yard, but it's not a very good one, so I recommend getting a different location than me. Now the passive money in the Salvage Yard safe is based on the amount of tow truck missions that you do. So all you do is get inside of the tow truck, then it's going to give you two options. And then you want to start up the top option. You want to launch this thing, and we're hoping for a close location. Sometimes it's not going to give you a very close one. In that case, you could just find a new session and just wait a short 2-minute cooldown. So we actually got one of the closest locations possible. It's literally going to take like barely 2-3 minutes to do this. We can do this twice per in-game day. So there's a maximum of 2 vehicles we can tow, and that's going to get us the maximum amount of passive income in that safe, which I believe is around $24,000. There is the tornado, so all we need to do is back into it with the hook and bring it back to the Salvage Yard. So super straightforward. Here's a little explanation of how the passive income works. So if you do 2 of them, it's going to give you the $24,000 maximum per day. It's going to get you to $24,000 generated per day, but then if you stop doing the tow truck missions every in-game day, it's going to decrease that amount daily by about $2,000. So the first day would be $24,000. Then if you stop grinding it, it's going to go down to about 22,000, 20,000, 18,000, etc. It's one of those systems that are actually very good and very effective, but you do have to be pretty attentive with it, even though it's going to keep on generating more and more money, just a little bit less each time basically. Let's drive into the yellow circle, and that is this vehicle delivered. Now the cooldown between each tow truck mission is only 2 minutes, as I said. Super short cooldown, so we're going to be making money with the passive income through the safe, but we're also going to be making about $30,000 to $35,000 in one in-game day after the mechanics actually finish working on this vehicle. It's a super useful method to make money both actively and passively technically. So about 30 to 35k from this car, but then in the safe we're going to be making a lot of money as well over time. Really like this business. I definitely recommend doing a second tow truck mission once these 2 minutes are up. Meanwhile, let's move on to the next habit. Next is going to be one of the cheapest businesses you can own in the game, and that's going to be through the free Freak Shop. If you don't have it unlocked, you just need to go to the R icon in Sandy Shores and start the first dose mission. Then eventually you could buy the acid lab for about 750k. We're gonna request it in, and there's a daily habit that I really like doing with this one. It's also one of those more long-term money methods, even though it doesn't take that long to fully refill this one. We can press right D-pad to source supplies, but to make our life easier, we're just gonna press right D-pad to speak to Mutt and buy some supplies for 60,000 bucks. We're gonna be making that money back and more later. After doing that, we're gonna go over to this corner and boost the production. It's just gonna give you a little animation, and it's gonna source the product a little bit faster. I recommend doing this once per day. You could then eventually sell the acid lab for about 400,000 or 500,000 bucks with the high demand bonus if you do it in a public session. For sell missions in general, I highly recommend doing them in a public because you get 50% more money with the high demand bonus. Just make sure you don't get grief. Easier said than done, but just try to be smart about it. We can't go an in-game day without talking about the best passive money maker in GTA Online. That's gonna be inside of the Nightclub. If you're a new player, you can get this place for basically free when you spend $4 million at the very start. So if you start on next gen GTA, or current gen I should say, this is one of the businesses you can choose to start off with. So it's gonna generate you 50,000 bucks as long as you have your popularity maxed out. Let me casually collect 2 in-game days worth of passive income, so easy 100,000 bucks with this property. The popularity is slowly gonna go down every in-game day, so all you need to do to refill it is go into Resident DJ and rebook a DJ each time. At first it's gonna cost you 100k just to get them in the first place, but definitely get just 2 of these. You don't really need all 4. Lifetime earnings of the passive income with this place is over 22 million bucks. That tells you 2 things. One is this passive income is very good, and 2, I might be playing this game a little bit too much. Where are you, bunker? There you go. Next up is going to be the bunker. If you're really into a long-term resupplying and selling system, I definitely recommend the bunker. I do recommend spending the money on buying the supplies, but if you really want to, you could take the time to steal it, but it's just a bit of a hassle. The quick money method I really like in here is the ammunition delivery. So you're gonna see this truck, I believe it's every in-game day. I think you can do this one once every 48 minutes. So you're gonna get a call, and then it's gonna give you a certain location to go to. We actually got lucky and got the closest possible location to us, so we literally just need to go from the farmhouse bunker to Sandy Shores. I already wasted 30 seconds just looking at the location, but we could definitely still complete this thing within like 2 minutes. Sometimes you might get a bit of a farther location. In that case, you could literally just blow up the truck and walk right back into the bunker and restart the mission. Holy crap. I think we are gonna get our goal of within 2 minutes. So in 1 minute and 54 seconds, we managed to deliver this thing and acquire 50,000 bucks. One of the easiest ways to get 50k in this game. It's actually super easy. It's actually one of the easiest money methods in the entire game. So if you have a bunker, that one's awesome. I do like to go for a heist as well, so that could be the Cluckenbell farm raid. This heist is available for absolutely everyone, so just go to the V icon, complete 5 setup missions, and then the finale. You could get 750k if you do it the very first time, or 500k in just about 45 minutes to an hour. Most people like to go for the big boy heist, which is going to be inside of the Kosatka. That's going to be the Cayo Perico heist, giving you anywhere from 800,000 bucks all the way to the mid 2 millions range. If you want to switch it up, you could go to the arcade and do the Diamond Casino heist. That's another pretty good paying one, or one of the Doomsday heists inside of the facility. There's a lot of different heists you could do, and these are the daily habits in GTA Online for me. Leave a like if you found this helpful, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Now click the video on screen now for some more awesome content. I hope you all enjoy that video, and peace.